Planes came over and the sky filled with them. Suddenly, there was a brilliant ball of flame. It nosed into a dive in the ground, landing about 600 yards from us. Flames billowing 100 feet into the air. It made a roaring fire which could be seen and heard long after we had gone by. Dear Betty, Mother, and Daddy, you've probably been wondering what it was like to make my first trip into combat. During the last few days, I thought a lot about home, the things we used to do, and I wondered if all of us would ever get together to do those things again. I looked at our plane, a C-47 with newly painted bands of black and white around her fuselage and wings, signifying she was an Allied invasion ship. That is when I got a catch in my throat and my heart beat a little faster. To me, it's the most beautiful ship there is. We idled down the taxi strip, tested the engines, and started down the runway for a one-way ride. The night was beautiful. The moon silhouetted the plains around us and danced on the whitecaps of the channel below us. The many dark forms scattered in the channel below, part of the world's greatest armada of ships waiting to belch forth thousands of troops into Hitler's impregnable wall. And I suddenly realized that they were waiting and depending on us. Soon the sky was full of golden, orange, and red blossoms of fire. And long serpentine strings of heavy caliber tracers marked their way up to us. Concussion of flak threw the ship around like a cork in the turbulent air. The green light flashed on. The lieutenant disappeared. The next man fell down, and I waited. Then I stepped out to meet a ladder of flak and tracers. I can truthfully say that I wasn't afraid. I was so fascinated that there wasn't any room for fear. The loneliest feeling in the world was when I hit the ground without another soul around me. Strings of tracers were knifing the air about 30 inches off the ground. A mortar shell plopped down about 15 feet away and threw me flat on my face. It didn't take me long to clear out of there. One of the sergeants and I crawled out of the field of fire until he suddenly stopped and pointed out the muzzle flashes of an 88, which was in an open trench position. We each put a clip of ammo into it. Finally, we got to our objective, which was a bridge in front of a high hill. A tank crew picked me up, and I stayed with them until the next day. Write soon, and send another box of candy. Love, James.